Hey, what are you doing? Jimmy Void, Sit Down Talking Truth. We're gonna drop a solo sit down. It's Sunday. Today's God's day. You know, I went to my church this morning, my normal thing. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. This might be a long one because my brain is gonna be spinning. My brain is having a lot. You know, man, I got a lot of things on my mind all the time. You know, and usually God helps me bring it back down or bring it up, and He helps me out. So anyway, I don't know where to start. I really don't. Okay, so everybody that's my subscribers, you're all my friends. I support you, you support me. So we got stuff going around. It's windy, all right. But the mention wall, it took me a long time to set up. Every time it's like putting a puzzle together, and I'm definitely not a puzzle guy. You know, I'm not good with that stuff. You would think I should have it all figured out by now, but I don't. You know, I got to put those little clips to hold everything down, and some people I want to represent more at certain times, so I want to give them the focus and the spotlight. You know, like Tina 40 right there is running for Congress. Okay, today. Usually I let today be a more peaceful day, but I got so many things going on in my brain, and I haven't dropped to sit down for a little bit. So down by Law, she's out commiserating with the friends. She's having a good time. She's a boss at work. She's doing phenomenal, you know. And my daughter's in Florida with her mother-in-law, and in the bricklayer, my man, yo. And unfortunately, I don't have. I'm gonna let somebody know. See, my brain is going all over the place. I don't have a brick or a trowel to represent for the bricklayer, and he's my brother. He's like my man, you know. Brother from another mother, which is what they call it, right? So we got an association with Three River Blades, okay? Absolutely, okay? Because I'm gonna say it right now. John from Three River Blades, my Marine, that's his brother, okay? So we're all family, okay? And I love John, and I love Don, okay? Bricklayer. So, and Don Bricklayer is OG Voyage Gym, BXNY. OG from back in the days, the original OGs, okay? And he's actually OG 50 Posse, which is another group that is in my group, whatever, okay? You know, it's but it's our group now, all right? And Don Bricklayer is Bronx Bitcoin Bulls. That kid is all over his mention wall like crazy. He's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Don Bricklayer, I love you. I can't wait to get to Florida to hang out with you and see you and drop some sit downs. You know. So, okay, we're going to start it off. I got some talk about last week's church that I never dropped a sit down when I got the homilies, because I did double duty at churches across the street and at St. Benedict's, and I got 2 homilies from that, and I got today's homily too, which is really good. And today's homily, I'm gonna say that I had my phone off when I went to church this morning, and I just left it off. And I said, you know what? Today's gonna be a no phone day. We're not gonna do no phones, right? And I went to church, and the homily was all about phones and how your focus should not be on your phones, okay? And I'll explain it when I get through, right? But I had to turn it on because I wanted to drop this sit down, because I got so much stuff in my brain, and I want to share knowledge with. I think I got good knowledge, okay? I had a conversation with a very close friend yesterday, and a little bit today. We did some text messages talking about finances, talking about what's going on with the financial cartels and the government, and how everything is orchestrated, okay? I don't want to go off the deep end today, you know, but right now, for me to explain it is a little difficult for me, because I got my brain going all over the place. But when I start having a conversation and we talk about a specific topic, I could elaborate on it and go into it. Cryptos, government, finances, medical, the banking sector, all of it. I can honestly say that I think God, I've been getting banged up for a long time, all right? 2019 I was at the end of my road, you know. I might get emotional today, okay? And I believe that God put me in a place to learn. Like he had a plan. God has a plan for everybody, okay? And my plan was to. The injuries were bad, right? But I thank God for my blessings, right? I thank God for my blessings every day, okay? I was still around, and I still had the ability to protect my family. Well, maybe I couldn't protect them as physical as I could before. I'm gonna protect them in different ways, and protect my entire family, okay? My entire network, all right? And it might sound vain to everybody that listens to me when I talk about jimmyvoid.com and all my business plans and everything else, but my goal is to help everybody, okay? I had a big conversation with my buddy Anthony from the union the other day on the phone, and he always takes me off the ledge when I'm having a bad time. And he's a great person to talk to. I'm a great person to talk to too. He's a great person to talk to. So I need to talk to him. Even psychiatrists need psychiatrists, okay? Not that I'm a psychiatrist, and I see a few mental health doctors too. I'm gonna, full disclosure, okay, I'm gonna say it out there, you know. But Anthony, I love you. You know, I don't know if you're gonna see the video, but my union brother, and he's Void Jim OG, okay? So that's how we're all family over here. And I forgot where I was going with this. It'll come back to me. But man, I hate when I do that. I got so much stuff on my brain. I really do. You know? Oh, God had the plan for me, okay? And I'm gonna say it like this. When I talk about the conversations, I can elaborate better, right? But as I've been doing my research all the time, all right? I was born in 1971, okay? I was hurt all throughout my career of working. You know, I go all injuries like crazy. I'm busted up, you know? But I was born in 1971. In 1971 is when they took us off the gold standard, okay? And you know what gold is? I never believed in gold. Don Brickley always talked about gold. And I never believed in the utility of gold. But gold is a store of value, just like Bitcoin is, okay? And gold has a secondary utility as well as maybe jewelry, you know. It has meaning for people, you know. And people wear the jewelry, you know, and that's good, you know. So it has another utility aside from being a store of value. I don't think gold's been performing good, but I found out through my research that JP Morgan, one of the financial cartels, has been manipulating the gold price for a long time, and they were found guilty. I don't know if anybody ever heard. I don't know if anybody ever heard that, because they're probably keeping it down low, because the media is all orchestrated and corrupted, and they're under the thumb of the financial cartels and the government, okay? There's not a lot of truth coming out there, but you're gonna get truth from me all the time, and I can't wait till I get a forum of guys that we can have a back and forth. I've been orange pilling. I orange pilled Big D. Darren, my man Darren. Darren, I don't know if you're gonna see this video. I'm gonna talk about you right now. I orange pilled Darren the other day, and he understands completely. And we're gonna have another conversation, and we're gonna sit down and have some Bonez Coffees, okay? Bonez Coffee, the official coffee of the Jimmy Void SitDown Talking Truth, courtesy of my WPC OG brother J Love. All right, I got my holy cannoli posted over there, and I got my C Chase license plate over there from Arizona. That's my godson. All right. Well, C Chase is actually another Marine, Charlie Evil Eve. All right, and another Marine, Carmine, my wife's brother. I'm gonna give you the mention. I'm gonna reach out to you. The V2s are out there, my man. Carmine, get on that website. I reach out to my cousin Howie too. I sent him a message. Get on the website. You gotta represent, show your support. V1s and V2s, limited edition. They're gonna sell out. I'm wearing my V2 right now. I was at John from Two River Blades yesterday. He had to make some modifications, and he gave me a knife that I got for one of my daughter's friends. I got her a gift because I know her dad, and she's a nice guy. I could do that. I spoke to her dad about it already, so it's okay. So I need the back and forth. I need everybody. I need to spread the whole conversation, because I talked to Dee the other day, And James, I talked to James. James actually was looking for my Void, my V2, and I was on my way to church. I didn't have it on. And I usually don't like to wear that's the only time I don't wear my Void, when I go to church, okay? So, listen, everybody, get on the website, man. This is it, okay? This is the Void Series knives, okay? www.threeriverblades.com. John's a Marine. You gotta support veteran business, all right? And he's making the Voids. Show your support. Get the Voids. Sell them out, you know? Get them all sold out, because they sold out limited editions, just like Bitcoin as their cap supply. It's going to be worth more money than when you paid for it, okay? Listen to what I'm telling you, okay? Forget about it, all right? For real. So get into those V2s, those Voids, and listen, there's going to be maybe a V3, and it's going to be a larger version of it, you know? There's a lot of new things going on with I don't have all the knives with me. I'm going to do a sit down with John from Three River Blades. He's got a knife, another V2 for me, special design, okay? Cerakote blade with a special color and a special micarta handle and a special color sheath. It's going to be off the charts, all right? So like as a Bitcoin person says, off the charts. Okay, where am I going now? You know what? I'm talking about it right now. I'm going to show it off. This is the original. I'm wearing the shirt, Bronx Bitcoin Bulls. This is my design. Okay, I have a meeting with the lawyer next week about incorporating and about trademarking all my stuff, okay, and my business plan. This is the original Bronx Bitcoin Bulls. But guess what we did, okay? I flipped the script on it. I'm going to show you what I did. Okay? I made another one, okay? Here we go. XRP Bronx Bulls, okay? Not a lot of people know what XRP is, and I'm not going to get into it right now, okay? XRP, my man Mike, a union brother. Me and him been talking like crazy. I got position XRP, and the government's been trying to hold it back and manipulate it, but the utility is too great for this planet. And we have a disaster as far as wars. There's food shortages, famines. The cost of living is going up, inflation, interest rates. The government's trying to hide everything. They're trying to figure out as it goes along. Man, it's terrible, okay? But this is gonna lead me into my church, my homilies, with everything, okay? The truth, all right? I went to mass across the street. I got a location across the street. It's a assisted living facility. I go to mass. They got a little chapel on Saturdays at 4 o'clock. And sometimes I do double duty. I do mass at over there, and I go to my church on Sundays. All right. So, and I did. I went Saturday and Sunday. I went to church, and the homily. I'm not going to mention the whole homily, but the homily, the priest said, you have to protect the truth. Okay. Protect the truth. He said, the world is on fire, okay? And if you look at what's going on, the world is on fire. Well, actually, Jesus said the world is on fire. That's how the homily went. And Jesus said the world is on fire. But he didn't mean it like truly that the world is on fire, all right? But the world is on fire. People need to find their faith, okay? And they need to show their praise to God and pray to God and know that He has the plan for you, okay? And you got to protect the truth, okay? There is truth out there. Everybody might have their own truth, okay? And maybe you call that an opinion, okay? But as far as God's concerned, there is absolute truth, okay? And God is an absolute truth, okay? And as you live your life and you follow truth, it will, I'm holding this thing back, it will lead you to a better life, more success for you, your family, generations after, okay? So basically, Jesus said the world is on fire. Well, I turned it into the world is on fire. Look at what's going on, okay? And the government is not helping you. This administration is not helping you. And I'm bringing this into the space again. Tina 40, okay? She's running for Congress, okay? And she walks the walk, and she's got a good plan to fix everything. I was at a rally, a meeting the other day in a neighborhood. I'm good friends with a union brother, my buddy George. He is the president of one of the civic associations. I'm not going to give no names. A civic association in this neighborhood, and he gave fair time to candidates that are running against Tina for that position, because there's a primary that has to decide on who's going to run against AOC. Okay, AOC's garbage. All right, she does not have our best interests. Okay, it's only about herself, and she's got anti-American sentiment spilling out her eyeballs. Okay, with that squad. Okay, and I cannot believe that they haven't got taken away already and put in jail or sent back to their country. I don't know what's going on with that. The vote is the 23rd. It's coming on Tuesday, 8/23. Okay, we're in August. Yeah, August 23rd. All right. July. Yeah, August 23rd. All right. And you got to get out there and vote. Anybody that supports me, and I support them, if they're in this neighborhood, okay, you got to get out to your location that you have to vote on, and Tina 40's got to get the vote, because she's going to make change. Because at that event that my buddy George, he gave time to all three of the candidates. The other two candidates were nice guys, and one of them was a veteran, which I have utmost respect for. But everybody was like, they didn't have no energy, no excitement. When Tina came on, she lit the place up, okay? And she's been fighting the fight for our freedoms, for our children, her family as well. She's been fighting the fights with not only the government, but schooling, and trying to unmask children, and fighting the fights with government as well, you know. And she established her own business. You know, she's a hard worker, and she doesn't have to do what she's doing to take up her time in her life. She's really busy. She's a grandmother, God bless her. You know, she's beautiful. You know, got tattoos everywhere. She supports military, Marines. Her dad was a Marine. She has tattoos everywhere. You know, and Tina, I told you I'm gonna get you a tattoo from my artist Christopher. Tell me whenever you're ready. Okay. So anyway, 23rd, we gotta get out and vote. Okay. And Tina 40 for Congress, she's the one. All right. She's gonna fix things. Okay. She walks the walk. She don't talk the talk. She could talk. She could talk better than anybody too. She could talk the talk as well. But she'll make change happen. Okay. I'm gonna help her out. I helped her out as much as I could, and she's got a serious team behind her. All right. So that's good with that. We're gonna go. So we were talking about the world was on fire, and I interpreted Jesus said the world's on fire. I say in my explanation of it, the world's on fire. Look at what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. Bonez Coffee, and protect the truth. Okay, and God is the truth. Okay, everything else. Listen, I talk about my Bitcoin, about my cryptocurrencies, and I talk about my business plan. I talk about all of my friends' business plans and everything that's going on. But if you don't take the time to focus on what the truth is in your faith and your belief in God, it will not bring you success in anything. And success could be monetary. Could be physical success, working out, you look good, you know. It could be success in many forms. Success is happiness, and I'm on a search for happiness all the time. Cryptocurrencies has brought me some happiness, and doing my YouTube channel, Jimmy Voight Sit Down Talking Truth, it brought me happiness. I like to talk about my friends. So my success when my cryptocurrencies do what I hope to do, because I talk to my friends about finances all the time, and I give them my perspective, and they give me theirs. You know, the voice of reason. All right. and I spoke with a very smart friend the other day. I'm not gonna give him no names, no mentions, right? But he knows who he is. He's gonna watch this, and he's my voice of reason. He tells me, what's going on. He's been in the space a long time. He's got a lot more knowledge than I do about the whole spectrum of finances. Okay, me, I'm all pinpointed on cryptos and Bitcoin and the government and finances, and everything is a conspiracy theorist. And hey, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But I always say you got to come up with a strategy. Okay, you got to do your research first. You got to look at everything that is every move that you want to make. Play chess with your life, not checkers. Okay, this president that we have, okay, he's playing checkers. Okay, I'm not even gonna give him the. I'm not gonna mention his name. Okay, let's go, Brandon. Put the kids away. Everybody knows who he is. Okay, he's playing checkers. He's making this country more weak than ever. Okay. Outside forces, other countries, other nations, Brexit, they are all attacking the U.S. dominance of the global currency, and they're not gonna. Like, our army was our power, and that's how we became the strongest economic force, military force. But they're not gonna. There's a war going on right now, and that war was orchestrated. Listen to what I'm telling you, okay? And that guy Putin, I'm not a fan of that guy, but he's playing chess, okay? And at the end, he's got an end game going on, okay? And we're giving a lot of money to Ukraine, okay? Let me tell you something about Ukraine. Ukraine is one of, I'm not gonna say it, okay? What I'm gonna say is, if anybody thinks back to what's going on with Joe Biden and his criminal son, Joe Biden's criminal son was getting paybacks from Barista. Barista was a Ukrainian company, okay? So put that in your head, in your thought process of thinking how this war was actually given a pass to happen. And maybe it wasn't, maybe not a pass, but maybe it just wasn't prevented to the extent that it should have been, okay? Because our president is weak. He's got a sickness, okay? He's not representing this country to the strengths that it is, okay? And if everybody knows, I'm sure everybody knows what happened with Trump with that illegal search of Mar-a-Lago, okay? And what they did and how they're not releasing the information. Man, it's unbelievable. And I hope that they have now ignited the forces behind Trump's base even more, and people that even were not fans of Trump. Listen, you don't got to be a fan of Trump, but you need your country to run the best way it could possibly be, and you need your country to be the strongest thing. America first, because that's where you live in. If you got a problem with America and you don't like what goes on here, then you can move out. It's a free country. You could do it. Get out of here. Go to China, go to Russia, go to Ukraine. Okay, go to wherever, Africa. Go wherever you want to go. And understand that the freedoms that you get here and the protections you get here, the benefits that you get here, it's like nowhere else, okay? So complain all you want. And there's a lot of Democrats that hopefully change their party. And if you don't want to change your party, then at least you realize that maybe I don't like that guy, but he's going to do a better job than the guy we got in office right now, that train wreck, okay? And I'll tell you right now, at the Tina 40 event, okay, that she blew up the spot, she was unbelievable. I spoke to a guy that raised his hand. He was the only Democrat in that place, and he kind of made a stupid comment, and I hit him back with something, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait till this is done. I'm gonna talk to this guy, and I talked to him, and I actually convinced him of what he thought was his truth, that it is really not his truth. Okay. And today's a really good one. But now I'm gonna take another sip. Bonez Coffee. Forget about it. I think that's vanilla. I think it's a vanilla flavor. Yeah, I got so many. I drink so many. I just had the cinnamon before. This is my second one this morning, after church. So, and I'm gonna give another quick mention before I talk about today's homily. The Giorgio restaurant. We have dinner with friends on Thursday the 25th. It's going to be the local dinner with friends, you know, and the Giorgio restaurant is back up. It was closed down for like a month because there was all kinds of gas event over there with Con Edison and a dangerous situation. Some things were going to blow up or something. I don't know what's going on. They closed it down. They closed down for a month. The chef was going crazy. So I got 2 knives to deliver to the chef from Three River Blades. John made the original. He kept it as is. And he made modifications to a completely new knife that is off the charts. I wish I had it out here to show, but I don't. The Giorgio restaurant, 77 Quakers Road, Norristown, New York, the official restaurant of the Jimmy Void Sit Down Talk and Truth. Can't wait to see you, Chef Giorgio and Chef George. And I got the knives for you. And hopefully we get a big crew. And October 9th, I'm gonna say it right now, is a Sunday. We're closing the Giorgio restaurant down for an early lunch combo to dinner, okay? Before everyone else gets there. I think they open around 5. We're getting there around 12 o'clock. John from Three River Blades is gonna be there because it's a weekend and it's during the daytime. He can make it. Hopefully he's not gonna be working because they've been playing around with games with the guy, you know? Unfortunately, the guy's, he gets all my respect, all right? But anyway, with his other work, aside from Three River Blades, you know, he's always working. He's crazy, but he's gonna be there, okay? And we got people flying in out of state. DJ Simply Nice is flying in from Florida. I haven't mentioned DJ Simply Nice yet. He's a Bronx Bitcoin bull. He's OG Void's Jim, and he might be 50 Posse when the cryptos hit good numbers and they start going up because the market's crashing right now. But that's okay. It's a good thing. When it's going up, it's good. When it's going down, it's good. And I talked about that with my friend the other day, and I could give an argument to either side of the fence, and it's going good right now. He said, how's cryptos going? I go, they're going great. He's like, they're great? They're crashing. I said, no, they're not crashing. They're not at the bottom yet. They're definitely not at the bottom yet because the financial cartels are not buying yet. When the financial cartels get in and they start buying, then you know that's the bottom is in, okay? And I'm gonna give him a mention right now. Big Boy Crypto, Ben Armstrong. Man, I love you. Great guy, and he helped me with all my research. I don't know if he's gonna see this, okay? He gives you the truth. He talks the truth, whether it's going up, going down, and he gives his perspective. Nobody can tell the future, but he says it like it is, and I'm blessed that guy came into my life. And that's another thing that I attribute with God, bringing things in my life at certain times that I needed it, okay? Because my doctors try to help my body, but I need help with my brain. And Big Boy Crypto gave me help with my brain to God, he's a very religious guy too. God had that plan for my healing, okay? And I'm still working on it. I'm every day I'm working on it. And Frankie Candle's Consigliere Chart Boss, okay? I sent Frankie a long message. I send everybody long messages. And I got some plans. I got some ideas. And when JimmyVoid.com gets up and running and the business model gets worked on in effect, when I get some capital for my cryptos, all right, I got a plan I want to talk to Frankie about. I want to talk to Ben about. And I'm gonna put money into it. It's my plan. I want to put my capital into it. Frankie Candles, you're from Strong Island and you're from New York, and you probably know about what I'm gonna explain, and it has to do with this, okay? Something like this, and it has to do with this, okay? And it has to do with Jimmy Void Canvas Art, and it has to do with my life in graffiti on the trains, okay? And that is one of the things that I'm blessed to have had in my life. It's one of my passions, artwork and my graffiti. And I'm waiting for a sit down from my graffiti brothers too. I hope it happens too, okay? One of them is his car's parked over there. He's in the neighborhood, but I haven't seen him yet. So maybe we'll get a pass by. But he don't want to do a sit down. Maybe soon. And okay, we're gonna get into the homily, but I didn't mention all my Marines. Again, I'm gonna go back to it, all right? Charlie Evil Eve, John from Three River Blades, my wife's brother Carmine, my uncle Richie, Jake from the Bronx, Joey Fakes from the Bronx, and Dom WPC from the Bronx, okay? And Joey Marine, Joey Fakes, okay? He was at the Tina 40 rally as well, because he's a supporter and he knows that we need change to happen in this country, on this planet, to fix things, okay? This is a great sit down, and we're gonna end it with this, all right? Church was amazing this morning. I was crying. I might start crying again right now. And it has to do with cell phones, and the priest was talking his homily, talking about, let me take another sip right now, okay? Bonez Coffee. Listen, I need a sponsor. J Love. Can we start working on that? Okay? Jimmy Voice Without Talking Truth needs a sponsor. I don't need no money out of it, but I go to Bonez Coffee like crazy. Maybe a couple of bags of Bonez Coffee might be good. They gave me a free bag the other day, and it was chocolate raspberry. It was phenomenal. So I'm gonna definitely put it onto my other order. All right. So here we go. Church today. The homily was going on. The church was talking. The priest was talking about that he traveled somewhere. I think to Manhattan to visit with a priest that came in from Germany. That it was his friend. That they just got together and talked about God and prayers and religious whatever's going on in their parishes, right? I mean Germany. I don't know what goes on over there, but anyway. So the priest went to mass on Sunday at the church that this German priest was visiting, and there was a family there with 7 children and 2 adults, 9 people, right? Yeah, 9? Yeah, that's right, 9 people. All 7 children were interacting with the priest, with the German priest. They were having a conversation, and the priest from my church was there as well, and they talked for a long time. And what the priest from my parish noted was that out of all the children with age ranges from probably 7 years old to 16, I don't know if that works, but yeah, 7 children, something like that, 7 to 16, maybe 7 to 17. None of them had cell phones in their hands, in their pockets. There was nothing. They were intently focused on the conversations of religion, faith, and God with these priests. And I'm sure it was not only a religious conversation, but it was a conversation about everything. Maybe they talked about, let's go Brandon, put the kids away. Who knows? Maybe they did. Probably not. But I could have good thoughts about that. Anyway, no cell phones. Okay, their focus was totally on faith, totally on God, and that was through their upbringing from their parents, and that is because of truth. All right. What do I always say? I say Bitcoin is truth. Okay, I've been saying that for a long time. Bitcoin is truth. It doesn't relate to God, and God is truth. God is the absolute truth. Okay, and it depends on how you determine your success in your life. Okay, unfortunately, the same way that I've been doing my research and following all the manipulation that's going on with government and financial cartels, usually when you follow the money, you figure out where the bad plays are, okay? So, take it how you want it. I want to utilize my Bitcoin and my cryptocurrencies to build my assets for my family, for my generations coming after me, because the planet is changing, okay? This whole Green New Deal narrative that the Democrats are pushing, well, maybe a part of it is a necessity, but it's not, it should not be 100%, and it will not work that way, okay? And the Democrats just push their agenda, okay? And that's part of their agenda. And they're trying to force everybody to do things because they want control and they want to manipulate you. And they want to control, I'm telling you, they control bank accounts, they control everything. I don't want to get into that whole thing. I could have that conversation about a lot. I had the conversation with another guy, Sandy, I love you, man, all right? Sandy, because of God and the truth and his warrior mentality, Sandy is a Void Gym OG. Sandy had a dreaded form of cancer that he came back from, and the guy looks phenomenal. Sandy, I hope you see my video. I'm gonna send it to you. I love you, man. I had to do a little things for Sandy, you know, and he was sitting there, we were talking, having a conversation, all about finances and stuff, all about the government and the manipulation, okay? So, I'll go back to the homily. Basically, the priest was saying, raise your kids with the thought that God is the truth and that you have to protect the truth and keep your faith. And every time I walk into church, I get a sense of ease. The pain is still there, but my brain is focused on God and my faith. And it moves around a lot too, but I listen to the homily a lot. And one of the bad things I see is, we're on 36 minutes, this is a long one. One of the bad things I see is there's not a lot of people in church, and there's not a lot of young people in church, okay? And I'm gonna bring something up that's real important right now. Not a lot of young people in church. Couple, you know, and mostly older people, you know. I wish the churches were packed, you know. Really, you really got to start getting back onto church, you know, and get your children into church, and get your children off the cell phones. Listen, the advancement of technology and innovation is going to happen, and that's actually what's bringing my cryptos to another level. And hopefully that's what's going to change the monetary and financial problems that we have on this planet, because, listen, money rules everything, you know. What's the word? The song from WuTang Clan, Cream. All right. I'm not even gonna give that's the abbreviation for cream. And if you don't know what it is, put a comment in. That'll make people comment, and I'll tell you what it is. Okay. I know Don Brickland knows what it is. Okay. So with your kids, okay, starts with your kids, and here's what's gonna end this whole Jimmy Void Sit Down Talking Truth. And I was crying when it happened. Every time I go to church, there's a little baby girl that her mom brings her to church and lets her run up and down. Not run, she's a little baby, maybe she's 1 or 2, not even 2, I don't think. But she's walking really good, so she's probably 2, all right? And I see her all the time, and I smile at her and I laugh, and I got a couple of times where she walked on my aisle, and then she would look, and then she'd walk back. And she was walking all around, and her mom lets her walk freely in church. And her mom, the mother had a mask on, and I'm going to talk about that too. This is a free country. If you want to wear a mask to feel safe, wear a mask, and that's okay. If you feel like you're at risk for something, okay, there's a lot of medical manipulation going on, okay, and a mask will probably help you not breathe in contamination or germs from something. That's okay, but that should be a choice, okay? So back to church. So the mother looked like a wonderful woman, beautiful woman, and little baby, 2 years old. She's always going up and down, all over the aisles, all over the church. And the mom, when she goes all the way up to where the priest is, then she grabs her and carries her back. But she lets her roam around, and I believe that is such a great thing, that she is giving her freedom to walk around the church as if it's the safest place in the world. And it is, okay? And she walked into my aisle today, and she walked all the way up to me and came up to me and smiled at me, and we had a conversation. She was talking gibberish, right? But we were talking, and her mom let her stay with me, and I did the name of the Father when she came in, and then she walked out. Then I knelt down, and she came in, and she walked right next to me again down the aisle as I was kneeling down, and she was trying to talk to me, and she had a snack in her hand, a little pretzel, and she was grabbing the missalette, the in church, you know, the books, and I looked at her and I was started crying almost. I was crying. And she was so wonderful and so beautiful of a young girl that is our future. And she's in church and her mom is giving her the freedom in church to know that that's the freest and safest place that you can be. And God will look over your life and protect you. That girl, that little baby girl is going to be such a success. And when they took the collections up and down the aisles, I put my money in and I got from my chair, from my aisle, and I walked to the little girl and the mother was there and I said, could I give her the $1 to put in a basket? And she said, yeah. And I gave the little girl $1 and she put it right in the basket. And she came back to me a couple more times in my aisle and I was crying. I really was crying at the end because I felt like it was such a blessing that God did that. And it's a beautiful day, okay? We're gonna close it out because this is 41 minutes. Nobody is gonna sit and watch Jimmy Void sit down talking truth for 41 minutes. I got so many people I wanna mention, but I threw them all out there and this sit down came out really good and I spoke about a lot of good things and basically you gotta protect the truth, okay? And whatever your truth is, if it's your opinion, it's your opinion. But do some research, and there is real truth out there, and God is the ultimate truth, okay? Jimmy Voice, sit down talking truth. Give me a like on this one, please. Whatever, like or dislike, it's all right. And if you're watching my videos, please be subscribed. I want to thank all of the people that have subscribed to my channel already, and I want to give my okay. I missed the memorial, Can't Step to Fade 1, IA crew. I missed the memorial for Fade 1. I thought it was going to extend and go on for a little while, but it was only about an hour, and I had to take my wife to the airport, my wife and daughter to the airport, and I kind of crashed after that, and I woke up late. I jumped in the shower, and my buddy, my man WPCOG Bema, he called me up. He says, "Where are you? What are you doing?" I go, "I'm on my way right now." He's like, "It's over, dude. It's done." And I said a prayer right there in my house. I love Marty. Okay, I always talk about Marty. And when me and Joe Bez used to do our sit downs, we talked about Marty all the time too. So we got Joe the Bez Master. R.I.P. for Joe the Bez Master. My man, 500 grand. Okay. Nobody talks, everybody walks. Okay. Joe Bez, you are a prophet, my man, and you changed my life. You were my man for so long. Stacy, I love you. We're gonna have a 5-0 posse. We're hoping. It's in the works right now. I'm hoping for a 5-0 posse. 5-0 posse hosted car show at a location in the neighborhood, and it's gonna be local, and hopefully it'll grow bigger and bigger. It's gonna be a donate the proceeds to the 5-0 Posse car show to the facility that it's going to be at. And Stacy, you're going to be my guest with me, and we're going to have a lot of people over there. I'm going to have John from Three River Blades with a table, and I'm going to have Gears, Wheels, and Coffee with their product. You know, I'm going to have DJ Simply Nice providing some music, maybe through streaming from Florida, and it's going to be a good thing. I got some good plans. My wife sent an email to the director of the location because my wife knows who he is, and I'm hoping he gets back to me. I talked to my buddy Al. He's a maintenance guy over there, big shot, and he gave the word for me. He gave a good word for me, and we'll see what happens. So Stacy, I love you, and you're in the loop. And whenever anybody's ready for that Joe Bez tattoo, okay, I spoke to Christopher. He's ready right away. Okay, memorial tattoos for Joe Bez. Anybody that wants them, you let me know. Reach out to me. Put a comment in. All right. And where else was I going? I think that's it. Jimmy Void Canvas Art. I'm gonna give the mention for all my things. Okay. We got JimmyVoid.com. This is gonna be coming out soon. A website. Okay. And we got Void Gym BXNY for life. Okay. 50 Posse, 50 Posse Over Table Sit Down is going to be coming back. I talked to Tommy Turbo last week. We got Bronx Bitcoin Bulls, always going to be there. All right, Don Bricklayer, my man. DJ Simply Nice, Georgie B, Mikey Heiss, Joe, and who else was in there? Don Bricklayer got some people in there, and Dom G's in there too, and I might be missing somebody. I hate missing people. I really do. Mimo was in there for a little bit, but he kind of dropped his positions. But we'll see what happens. And I think I got some new people coming in. And we got Mike too. Mike is a Bronx Bitcoin Bull. Mike, my union brother, and he's also an XRP Bronx Bull. Okay. And Jimmy Voigt Canvas Art, and the graffiti is gonna go into is gonna get built into the business model plan going into Bronx Bitcoin Bulls, going into crypto, going into the metaverse. We're gonna see what happens with that. I got some good plans, all right? So, Good Boy Crypto, I can't wait to reach out to you guys. And Frankie Candles, thank you. 46 minutes, this is almost an hour. What is going on? Jimmy Voice, Sit Down Talking Truth. Give me a like, give me a dislike. If you're watching my videos, please be subscribed. And God bless. Take care.